Hello and welcome back to Kotor. Like I said, we're probably going to start with one game of Pazaak. I've already done all 10 missions, or not missions, but rounds of Pazaak, and I've already beaten him. So I have gotten the discount, and with that discount I have bought the Baragwin Assault Gun. And as you can tell, 6 to 38, yeah, that's a lot of damage. And comparatively, I was doing about 5 to 14, maybe a little extra because I took some of the stuff off to put on this weapon. So I'm actually pretty powerful right now. So I'm going to show you guys exactly what Pazaak is. Let's play. Since I already beat him, there's no wagering, but I was wagering about 750 credits each time. And before you do it, save in between each round, because the computer does like to cheat, I think. Some people might look down on it, but it's really the only way to make money off Pazaak. So it starts like this. Then you just end your turn. You got 4 cards out of the side deck that you create. And your goal is to do that. Hit 20. Yeah, let's go for it. Now, my strategy is usually to get him, my opponent, to use as many cards as possible before I even use my own. See where we end up at. But since I can't get to 20, I will use it right there. And since he had 22 and didn't use a card, that means that he has no plus or minus 2s in his hand. I will always try and go over if I can. But since I only have plus 2s and minus 2s, it's a little bit more difficult with this kind of hand. And with that, we have to lose. But usually I almost always get him to a 2-point advantage on me. And we got a 20 there, so that was perfect, but so did he. I usually do a 2-point advantage onto me, so hopefully he'll use more of his cards by then, but this round, not so much. And he used one right there, because he had a -5. So we're still tied, or we tied that round. I'm gonna use a +4 this time, just because it's for fun. And of course he gets a perfect. I don't think he can beat this, but we'll see. And he couldn't, because he does not have a plus or minus 2 or a plus or minus 1. So now we're all tied up. But we are tied in card advantage, 2 to 2. Let's go for it. Now, we are at 17, he's at 18, so we have to end our turn. But say I was at 19, I could stand. But since it's his turn next, he possibly will go over. So you don't want to stand. You just want to end turn, so you can have a chance to respond. Oh, I guess it was my turn. Oh, he stood. Okay. So, we win. Okay, so if he didn't stand, that's what I would have done. I didn't see him stand, but we won anyways. Not that it matters, because I already beat him and we got no money. But now we can leave this place, and I think the next planet we're heading to is Manaan, because I always like to do Korriban last. So I will see you when we get to Manaan.
You felt it, yes? Another vision? The Force continues to work through us, showing us the star maps unearthed by Reverend Malak. It is strange that anyone would have built a star map here. The entire surface of Manaan is covered by nothing but vast oceans.
Considering that it is covered in vast oceans, it seems like the perfect place to hide it actually, because it seemed like the star map was underwater.
The ocean floor is vast, and much of it is uncharted, even by the native Selkath. But how could Revan and Malak have found their way down? No doubt things will become more clear once we discover the star map's location.
All right. We are now on Manaan, and this planet is a little wishy-washy. Some people like it, some people don't. It's kind of cool, but it's not really my favorite. But we're going to be taking HK and Jolee, because this is where Jolee's mission is at. And I don't think there's anything in this quarters, but...
You Republic people are so pathetic, sitting around groveling at the table scraps the galactic senators deign to give you. It makes me sick.
The senators work for the good of the whole galaxy, not for individual gain.
Ha! Don't make me laugh, you gutless simp. It's the destiny of weak-minded fools like you to be ruled over by the strong, like we Sith.
I'm warning you. Don't push me or you'll get just what you're asking for.
Try it. Just try it. I'd love to see you throw the first punch. And with all the cameras around, the Selkath would be all over you inside of 30 seconds. You break their laws. You pay the price, Republic scum. But I can see that you're not man enough to back up your words anyway. If you ever feel like relieving yourself of your worthless existence, feel free to come by our enclave here. We have many, many ways to fulfill your wish.
Yeah, what are you... Oh, I apologize, Master Jedi. I should not have been rude.
It's alright. You seem to be a little worked up anyways.
No, really. I should apologize. I should try to control myself. As you Jedi do. Is there anything I can help you with?
Why do the Sith upset you so much?
Well, these damn Sith are everywhere on Manaan, pushing us Republic citizens around, trying to goad us into breaking the law somewhere.
Breaking the law?
Yeah, the Selkath want to maintain their neutrality in this war we're fighting with the Sith, and they enforce it very strictly. So we just have to sit here and let the Sith insult us, and we can't raise a hand against them. Otherwise, the Republic will face severe Kolto export restrictions, and that could lose us the war altogether.
What is Kolto?
You're joking, right? I'm sorry.
No, it's for the viewer.
Everyone knows what Kolto is. It's the most powerful healing agent in the galaxy. I would have died several times myself if we didn't have this stuff handy. But the reason it's important here is that Kolto is only found naturally on Manaan, and all of our attempts to synthesize it have failed miserably. So, we sit here on the surface, the Selkath harvesting what Kolto bubbles up from the bottom of the ocean, and we buy it from them. Well, us and the Sith, of course. The Selkath don't want to play favorites.
The Selkath are basically Switzerland of the Star Wars universe. So you're saying that the Republic and the Sith both stay here?
The Selkath think that by staying neutral, they can play both sides, selling Kolto to everyone that needs it, and making themselves too valuable to be worth conquering. Well, that, and they threaten to destroy the only natural source of Kolto on the planet if anyone tries to attack them. But I think they're underestimating the length the Sith will go to get what they want. They're probably planning something already. Is there anything else you require?
Nope, I think that's about it.
If you have any other questions, you should probably see Roland Wan. He's the Republic diplomat here. He's by the Republic Enclave near the visitor residences. Oh, if you don't know where that is, go north from here, then south past the port official in the first courtyard, east into the second courtyard, then north, then east again. You got that? Have a pleasant stay, Master Jedi.
No, I didn't get that, but I will wander around until I find it. Nothing over there. Okay. Hey, Jolee, what's up?
Got something on your mind, dude?
Why did you decide to come with me?
You got yourself a fast little ship? I'd forgotten what engines sounded like. Closest thing to that on Kashyyyk is an uller in mating season. Ugh, frightful.
So you wanted a ride on my ship and that's it?
Or it could be for the free food. What's the gunk that comes out of the synthesizer on this bucket anyway? Do you never clean the darn thing?
No, seriously, please just tell me.
I'm old, damn it. I'm allowed to be enigmatic when I want to be. And don't you go telling me otherwise. You know,
I guess so,
you
old
remind
man.
me of someone else I knew ages ago. Pleasant enough fellow, great destiny, all of that. Breath like a bantha.
Did you annoy this person too? Or is that a comment on my breath?
No, but it could be. An Anduvian salt tablet would clear that right up, you know. Anyway, where was I? Oh yes, Andor Vex was his name. The force swirled around him like a hurricane. That's how great his destiny was.
I've never heard of him.
No, you wouldn't have. Sometimes swirling force is just swirling force. It gets us old Jedis excited at our age, so we go, ooh, destiny. Well, it turned out that poor Andor believed a wee bit too much in the infallibility of that destiny. That overconfidence turned out to be his downfall.
Is there supposed to be some hidden meaning in this?
I don't know. Are you overconfident? I hadn't noticed.
I mean, I am running around with just a blaster, so
We're
maybe.
talking about Andor, remember? Let's see. Oh yes, Andor's downfall. I was pretty young myself when it happened. At the time, I thought that Andor's destiny couldn't be more boring.
How young are we talking?
Well, let's just say that I was a strapping young lad with a full head of hair, and Coruscant was a small town with a well. I was just about to abandon Andor to whatever the Force intended for him when his ship was overtaken by a Dimian warship. Now, you've probably never heard of the Dimians, but at the time they were a nasty lot led by a nastier overlord named Krat. Tall fellow, big teeth. Krat has us hauled onto the bridge of his ship for questioning, and that's when I knew that Andor's destiny was at hand.
Andor killed Krat, I take it?
Of course he did. Haven't you been listening? It was not in the way you'd probably expect, though. Well, Andor decides that his destiny makes him invulnerable and starts making all sorts of demands. Free me now. I'm not answering questions. Blah, blah, blah. Don't you know who I am? Krat decides he's had enough and begins crushing Andor's neck. I told the boy he should have kept his mouth shut. I think he agreed, too, or this could have just been gurgling noises. No, well, anyway. Finally, Krat has enough of Andor and tosses him aside into this giant energy intake shaft. Andor gets sucked in and starts bouncing around, screaming. Maybe Andor hit something sensitive
You're a little
on the way down, or
crazy,
just didn't agree
Jolee.
with the reactor core. Next thing I know, all the ship's alarms are ringing.
You're kidding me, right?
Everyone panics, and I run, barely making it to the ship in time before the explosion. Krat dies horribly, and the Dimians never quite recovered. Changed the political course of the entire sector for centuries to come. I'd call that quite a destiny, wouldn't you?
But how can you even be sure Andor was responsible?
What, are you kidding? What are the odds of that happening anyway? 1,000,000,000 to 1? You should do so well as to be sucked into the engine of some evil Sith Lord, you know. Andor was a hero. Sort of. Anyway, go on.
I guess you're true on that,
Throat is
Mark.
dry and you're making me cranky. Shoo!
Hey, you're the one that wanted to talk to me. The Force foretold it. Alright, now we get to talk to Selkath. But not you. I actually do not like talking to Selkath. Their language is pretty annoying. You'll probably see here in a couple seconds when we actually have to talk to one. That's the Sith hangar bay, I believe, and I don't think we can go in there yet. Instead, we will go into the western section. This is actually a pretty big place. There's a lot of stuff to do here. I believe that's another Pazaak player. Get some night speed going a little bit faster. And by big space, I mean just a lot of really empty stuff. What are you? Port officer? Yeah, I don't think I need to talk to you. Well, I guess I do. Don't worry, I will follow the rules. My droid, on the other hand, may not. Maybe 50 credits, and you got a deal? Yeah, I thought not. Very well. Here's the docking fee. I've made a fortune in Yavin, so I guess it's pretty normal. Just to give you 100 credits this time. Only this time. And yeah, I'll probably be skipping a lot of Selkath dialogue relatively quickly because they go on and on and on. And it is just, it annoys me to no end.
Manaan may not seem very hospitable, but a surprising amount of trade runs through it.
There are usually a lot of random
I don't have time to listen to your stories.
stuff
I've got a full
around
shipment
here.
of Kotor to load before my shift is over.
Yeah, whatever, I don't care, Sith. There's usually a lot of random stuff around. People to talk to and all that kind of stuff. Oh my goodness. HK. Hurry up. What's an assassin droid that can't keep up? And here is Jolee's quest.
You. I need your help.
Laura, of all the people, how did you even know I'd left Kashyyyk?
I didn't. Nobody knew where you were, not even Sunry. But I heard the Selkath mention you and your friends. The Force has brought you to help us.
Why? Whatever could be the matter, my dear?
It's horrible, Jolee. Sunry has been arrested. The Sith have accused him of murder.
Murder? But how?
It's all a mistake, Jolee. Sunry isn't a murderer. Someone is trying to frame him.
Calm down, Alora. Where's Sunry now?
Sunry's being held at the Selkath courts. They won't let anyone in to see him. Please, go to the courts. Talk to the judges. Maybe the Selkath will listen to you.
Don't worry, Alora. We'll get to the bottom of this and help Sunry. Somehow.
Alright, so now we can do Jolee's quest. And some bad news as well. Mission. I must have failed to do something. And I can't do her quest now because apparently I didn't choose a right dialogue option on Tatooine to talk to about her brother. And now I cannot trigger it anymore, so we will not be doing her side quest anymore.
The
But
Republic
we can still do this one.
respects the peace of Otto City, Your Honor. But the Sith are a violent people who leave violence in their wake. I have 3 soldiers in the infirmary.
If the Republic soldiers were more capable, they would not have suffered such serious injuries. Are my soldiers to be punished simply because they won a fair fight?
I hardly call 6 against 3 a fair fight. The Sith are cowards who attack only when they have the advantage of numbers. They were provoked, Your Honor. The Sith goaded them into this fight.
The Selkath really like to play 50-50. $10,000 credits? Holy cow. Alright. Hey, buddy. I would like to investigate the murder case involving Sunry. Well, that was pretty easy.
Sunry's only hope. We have to at least try to help him. Yes, but it almost seems too heavily stacked, doesn't it? Very suspicious.
They just keep going on and on and on. Just let me go and do my stuff. Alright, so now we're gonna go talk to Sunry. I believe he is over here. Yeah, maybe later. Nope, this is the swoop race section, the final swoop race section, where you can get your final credits and a lot of money.
So, do we have a
oh
deal?
my goodness.
That's an awful
Now
lot of
everything is
money.
here.
Is there something you're not telling me?
Don't be so suspicious. The Republic is generous. We pay our mercenaries well.
Makes sense, I guess. All right, I'm in. When do I start?
Just show up at the Republic Embassy tomorrow and speak to our representative there. I'm sure he'll have some task he wants you to start on right away.
What, can I talk to you?
Do you mind? I'm in the middle of a Republic recruiting drive right now. I need to hire these mercenaries before they sign up with the Sith.
And, well, maybe you could hire me.
I don't know if you've got what we're looking for. Jedi aren't generally suited to mercenary work. If you want, talk to Roland Wan at the Republic Embassy and see if he can find anything for you. It's north of here, just east past the first courtyard. It's just off the north end of the second courtyard. You can't miss it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to continue my recruitments.
Alright, whatever. Alright, I found the jail. Let's go talk to him. Oh my goodness. Alright. There you are, Sunry.
Jolee, what are you doing here? Alora sent me, Sunry. I'm here to get you out of this mess. The courts went and made us arbiters for your case. Just like old times, eh, Jolee? You come swooping in out of nowhere to save my tail from the fire? You saved my wrinkle butt more than a few times as well, friend, if I recall. But there'll be time for catching up later. Right now, we need to focus on the case. The case is a complete frame-up. Anyone looking at the evidence could see that. Or so I thought. But the Selkath seem to think that there's enough to go to trial. There aren't any witnesses. All that evidence against me is circumstantial and completely flawed.
Well, let's go over the evidence then, Sunry.
Well, I was at the hotel, I admit. And I did meet Elasa there that night, but it's not what you think. I was working with Republic intelligence. We were pretending to feed information to the Sith. Well, I turned Elasa into a double agent working for us. It was going well, too, until she turned up dead. Maybe the Sith had found out I was turning her and had her eliminated. But
it seems a little too convenient.
Elasa was brutally killed. Think about that. She was a Sith, trained in battle, and I'm just a crippled old man. My war injuries make it difficult for me to walk, even to hold things. See how my hands are shaking? How could I kill a Sith warrior at close quarters? I ask you. Further, they say they found my hero's cross at the crime scene. Would I leave my war medal behind if I killed someone? Even I'm not that stupid. Obviously, the Sith planted the cross. And what about the
How would they
lack
have
of
gotten the
forensic
cross in the
evidence?
first place?
Skin and hair samples, clothing fibers.
Why isn't there anything like that at the crime scene? Sounds like an obvious frame-up to me. I hope you can see how the Sith are manipulating the Selkath, and probably even you to set up this against me. We need to get this over with quickly.
I am a Jedi. I cannot be set up
Anything
against.
else I can help you with? I want my arbiter to be well prepared before we go to trial.
I need to investigate more. Any ideas where I should look?
Guess you could interview witnesses at the hotel where the murder happened. The Selkath already did that, but the fish folk don't have much rapport with offworlders. Maybe one of them was holding something back. But I think you'd be better off investigating the Sith themselves. Maybe you could find some proof they planted evidence to frame me. Though that might mean figuring out a way into the Sith embassy. Anything else I can help you with? I want my arbiter to be well prepared before we go to trial.
I'll be going
Very
now.
well. I suppose there is still much you must do before the trial. Once you've gotten enough evidence to go to trial, just tell the warden we're ready. The sooner I get out of the cell, the better.
Alright, so now we're going to be going to the hotel where she was killed, and I will see you there. And it looks like we have a confrontation afoot, so let's see what this is about first.
Your precious Republic's days are numbered. It won't be long until Malak turns his armada loose on Coruscant itself.
Save your empty threats, Sith scum. Malak isn't stupid enough to attack the core worlds, now with the entire Republic fleet waiting for him.
You're a fool. When the Sith descend on Coruscant, our numbers will block out the sun itself. The galactic senators will collapse trembling in fear and beg for mercy at Malak's feet.
You underestimate the Republic's resolve. We'll die before we surrender Coruscant.
That can be arranged. Remember what happened to Taris. Malak could do the same to the core worlds.
He wouldn't dare.
Now it is you who underestimate our resolve.
Look, Sith, can you stop being so mean? 'Cause you're just really mean. Alright, so that's a store. I believe the hotel's around here somewhere. Yes, right here, Visitor's Hotel. Okay, now let's talk to the guy at the front desk.
You are the one defending Sunry now, huh? Well, the hotel's open for you. And I guess I gotta answer any questions you want too.
Tell me what you saw the night of the murder.
The Sith woman, Alasa, rented a room in the hotel. An hour or two later, Sunry comes in and goes to her room. Couple hours later, I hear a blaster shot and see Sunry running. He can't run good because he's a cripple, but he still was going pretty fast. I would swear he started after the shot, though.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty damn sure he left after the shot went off.
Could it have gone off after he left?
No, I don't think so. I mean, it's possible, just barely. But I wouldn't say that to the court.
I'm not gonna persuade someone to lie, so I want to ask something else.
What do you want to know?
Who are the witnesses here?
There were only 2 other people in the hotel when it happened. One was a Rhodian named Glupor. Seems like a really dirty, shifty type. Normally I don't let his kind in here. I'm a reputable businessman, you know. But there weren't many people here, so I decided to take a chance. The other is a regular named Firith Me. He's a Pazaak player. Probably an addict, but he claims he's big in some circles. Don't know anything about him other than that. Anything else you want to know?
Nope, that should be it.
Okay. If you need anything else, I'm gonna be right here.
Alright, now we can talk to... Get out of my way, droid. The other 2 people. Can't open that door. Hey, Glupor.
Chiki kun Selkath, Jona mulira tong Glupor. Glupor kinba no kun nek lorcha.
I have questions about the murder, if you don't mind.
Wanaji Selkath agi inko tune Glupor mulira chuna mulira.
Why were you at the hotel?
Glupor yun tung chiwi ita. Bola un jikne mulira Glupor. Kon muli slimo poi wanga kun viskin.
Why would you come here if you're trying to save money? Oh, whatever. What did you see?
Gruporchi ita kanki chana kilikon. Grupor nibo jimata wipun nage. Tong abag sunsham u glupor ninong. Glupor tong hit wamaji Selkath ag inko tunay.
Doesn't look good for Sunry right now. 2 people. What about Alasa's room? 2 people see him running. It's not very good for him.
Glupor wangki yuma bat malyaw no wish. Glupor no una pangpa muli ra kongking.
Someone pay you to do something in that room, Glupor?
Kun muli ra slimo poy wanga kun makachisa glupor. Tong abag sinshan glupor ninong kili. Glupor
It looked like the Sith are trying to frame him, maybe. You're the one who put the metal in there, huh? Well, that was true, I guess. Okay. So we have that bit of evidence. That door's break down. Ooh, a footlocker. Under credits. Thanks, man. I got my fee back.
You with the Selkath? You here to see me about the murder too? I told the damn fish everything I knew. What more do you all want from me?
What do you know about Sunry and Alasa?
Sunry, I only heard of once or twice in passing. Some sort of old-time war hero against the Sith. Seen him around in the hotel too. Going to Alasa's room always, of course. Kept the rest of the building up half the night with their damn antics usually.
You mean they were having a relationship?
I'm not saying anything like that. What they did in that room in private is their business. And there isn't any rule against Sith and Republic seeing each other for personal reasons. Although if you think her Sith master didn't know, you must be fooling yourself.
Sith master.
Oh, well, Alasa was a Sith, so of course she'd have to have someone above her. Yeah, I didn't see anything.
What did you see?
I didn't see anything, and there's no way you can make me say otherwise. Now
All right,
quit
well,
asking.
I'll see if I can do that. Okay, I'll ask something else. I have that to ask for now. Alright, so we're gonna try our Master Valor and see if we can quickly speed through this.
You skip. And I didn't see anything,
my goodness.
and there's no way you can make.
Maybe 100 credits?
100 credits isn't enough for the kind of trouble.
Okay. What did you see the night of the murder?
I was in my room.
I guess we weren't not
going to
be getting anything out
with
of
the latest
that.
copy of Pazaak Weekly, checking out the listings for the big tournament that's going to be held here soon, when I heard a blaster shot. Being still alive, and therefore smart enough not to stick my head out immediately, I didn't go out right away. I looked out after a minute and saw Glupor in the hall by Alasa's room, and Sunry running like the wind. You can't tell me that someone who was running like that, and he was pretty fast for a cripple, isn't guilty. Yes,
All right,
well,
then.
I'll be right here.
Well, maybe if you just help me, you could leave much faster, but you want to be rude. Do you have security skill? Nope. Wait a second, maybe. Oh, no.
Sure.
Let's see if we can get into the room.
You're the one defending Sunry now.
What do you know of them?
Alasa used to rent rooms here every week or so. Then Sunry would come by a couple hours later and stay all night. It doesn't take a genius to figure out what was going on.
Okay.
Well, okay.
Well, I'm gonna save. You know what? I'm just gonna break down the door. Whatever. Consequences be damned. Okay, well, I guess this wasn't actually the room. I really thought they would have let me in the room. Alright, so let's see where we have to go off of. And there is no... Alright. Firth was staying at the hotel when the murder occurred, saw nothing, and that's all you'll get out of him. Allura professes Sunry's innocence. She claims this is some sort of frame-up. You've heard rumors that Sunry may have been cheating on his wife. Perhaps you should talk to Allura about this. I better go do that. Alright, so we got everything out of Gloopor, I think, but I'm gonna go talk to Allura, so I'll see you in a second.
You, Jedi.
Or, I guess not.
You're investigating the Sunry murder trial, are you not? This case is not at all what it appears to be. Many currents, might I say, flow beneath the surface.
What do you mean?
This murder is much more complicated than it may first appear. Sunry and Elassa are proxies for their governments, and both sides want the other to fail. You can see the journey by the footprints. You understand, yes?
Kinda.
Dear. I'm saying they both had something to do with it. They've both kept their hands in this from the start. If you want to get to the bottom of this murder, you might seek information from both the Sith and the Republic, likely in their embassies.
They would just give this to me?
No, of course not. You think state secrets are for sale on the common market? You would have to be devious to get what you want. Heed my advice, Jedi, and you may yet find the truths in this murder.
Well, what he said was basically obvious, but we're gonna go talk to Allura first, so see you in a second. Alright, we are back with Allura. Let's see what she has to say.
I hear you've been appointed as arbiter in Sunry's trial. My husband is innocent. Please don't let him go to jail for a crime he didn't commit.
Can you tell me anything about Sunry?
Sunry is... he's a cripple. There's no way he could have overpowered the Sith woman like they claim.
That's true. I'd forgotten about that. Let's not forget that he would have to have been considerably older than the Sith woman.
Are you saying someone your age couldn't overpower a woman?
I'm a Jedi, and one who was living alone in the Shadowlands until recently. That keeps you in shape, damn it. We're talking about Sunry here.
And there's no way he would do something so dishonorable as hit her from behind. Sunry's a decorated war hero. He's a hero of the Republic.
Your husband might not be so innocent, Allura.
This is all a plot to discredit the Republic. Sunry is a victim of a Sith frame-up.
It's possible. I haven't seen Sunry since I crashed on Kashyyyk. A man can change a lot in that time. The man I knew could never have done this crime, however.
Find the real evidence. That's all I ask. The real evidence will prove Sunry didn't do this.
Alright, let's talk to you again.
You've been appointed as...
Was Sunry having an affair?
What? Don't insult...
Now, Allura.
Alright.
Not here to pass judgment.
Yes. Yes, he was having an affair.
Okay.
He was
I was just
saying
skipping so I could restart.
That Sith woman. After all these years we've been together, he just dropped me like that. Not publicly, oh no. But inside, that's what it feels like. He started seeing Elassa last year. I had my suspicions for a while, but he was careless. Pretty soon everyone knew. But even though I'm sure that harlot was only using him, I know he couldn't have killed her. He came and confessed to the affair to me. He said he was going there to break it off, to end it. Maybe the Sith woman attacked him, and he had to defend himself. But even though he cheated on me, inside he's still the man I loved. Yeah. He's too kind and gentle to have killed her in cold blood.
Don't worry. I will do my best to try and save him then.
Find the real evidence.
Alright. So, now we're gonna go to the Republic Embassy and see what is afoot. Alright, here we are at the Republic Embassy. Let's see what they've got going on. Maybe we can get some dirt. Roland, you're the guy I just want to talk to.
Welcome to Manaan. I'm Roland Wan. As the official representative of the Republic Embassy on this planet, I'm here to help all citizens of the Republic should they require aid.
Why are your soldiers loading so much Kolto?
Kolto is a precious resource. Its healing powers are near miraculous. During times of war, Kolto becomes even more valuable. As long as we have the permits,
yeah, I guess
we
that's
will
true.
continue to harvest Kolto and ship it to our Republic soldiers battling against the Sith. Of course, the Sith enjoy the very same privileges. If there was some way we could gain an edge over the Sith in our Kolto supply, but the Selkath are fiercely protective of their neutrality in this conflict. They do not want to grant either side an advantage.
I'm investigating the Sunry case. Anything you can help me with?
I don't know much about the facts of the case, but I find it hard to believe. I never met Sunry, but he's a hero of the Republic, not a murderer. The so-called evidence against him is an obvious frame-up. It has to be. The Sith must have plotted Sunry's downfall to embarrass and discredit the Republic.
That's one possibility, I guess.
If you want to solve this mess, I would focus on the Sith. That or check out the murder scene at the hotel. Talk to the other guests. Maybe they know something. I regret I could not be of more assistance in your investigation. Is there anything else?
I'm on a mission for the Jedi Council. Perhaps you can help me with that.
Oh, of course. Of course, I'll do whatever I can. But I'm only a simple diplomatic representative of the Republic. I doubt I can be of any use to the Jedi Council.
I seek a star map.
An ancient and forgotten race. And you think it may be here on Manaan?
Yep.
Well,
you know
perhaps.
Something? Come on.
But if you want
Spill
to
the
get
beans.
information about that, you'll have to do something for me first.
Of course. What do you want?
We were using a submersible reconnaissance droid in the ocean surrounding Otto City, and it was damaged. It took a data recording of the outside of the city before being driven off by the Faraxan sharks, but while it was returning to the surface, it encountered difficulties and was disabled. Its automatic systems floated it to the surface, but we could not retrieve it in time. The Sith were applying subtle pressure to the Selkath authorities for some reason we've not determined, and were able to delay us long enough that they could retrieve the droid before we did. The droid's data centers are heavily encrypted,
and you want me to go
take
get
the
it.
Sith several days, we believe, to get to its data. It was captured 12 hours ago. It is imperative that we get it back.
Where is it?
It's heavily guarded, we're sure, in the Sith embassy here on Manaan.
Of course it is, isn't it?
Since we have no remaining soldiers to spare, and certainly not our elite ones, we have no one capable of entering the Sith base and retrieving it. That is what we would ask you to do.
And how would I get in there in the first place?
There are several leads we've been working on to get into the Sith base. Any of them should work for you, although it might be wise to concentrate your efforts on just one. The first method that's possible is to help us interrogate a Sith prisoner we managed to catch after he tried to infiltrate our base. He's being held just inside our enclave. We think he may be able to give us the passcode that the Sith give their informers to enter the base. He has proved most resilient so far.
Is there another way?
We managed to pick up a crate of blank Sith data cards, the type they use for pass cards. The encryption system to unlock them is very difficult, however. But if you are more skilled than our technicians,
I've got pretty good
access
skill.
that way.
I think I can do that. Scripting the pass card sounds good.
Good. It is a very intelligent and skilled individual who can crack the matrices of a Sith encryption system. But there is one last method you should know about in case all other options fail. The Sith have got the Selkath to give them exclusive use of one of the main hangar bays. Visiting Sith masters use this bay to land, then take a speeder over the water to an external entrance to the Sith enclave. The luckless spy we mentioned earlier had a pass card to that hangar on him. While it is surely well guarded, it may prove to be the most direct route. Here's the card. The Sith base itself is very heavily guarded. If they became aware of your presence, I fear you would be quickly outnumbered and killed. Here is a pass card to get you inside.
I'm pretty
our facility.
powerful. I don't
you
think
should find
I
all you
need that
to get started in there.
assistance
You can
from
choose
you.
whichever of the methods you want, as long as you get in the base and get the data recording back. Which method do you think you would like to try first?
I'll decrypt the pass card.
Good choice. We've been working at that for a while, but it's been too difficult so far. Maybe you'll have better luck. I wish you luck in your task. Should you retrieve the data recording from the droid, return it here to me, and we can see about getting you that information.
Alright, let's go check stuff out. Alright,
So you're the one who's gonna try to get into the Sith base, eh?
Yep.
Huh, good luck, you're gonna need it. This is our main computer room here. We got the box of pass cards we got from the Sith, but we haven't been able to break their encryption yet. We have been able to decode the numeric system they use, but there are holes in our terminal sequence patterns.
What kind of holes?
The encryption system is composed of 6 matrices. Each is based on a mathematical method. The holes we're missing are the final number in each of the strings. Most are simple, but the final 2 matrices seem to be much more difficult. Well, the second last matrix has a pattern looping back on itself, or something. And the last is divided into smaller subparts. Maybe the pattern for that is within each part. But I have to admit, all this is a bit over my head. I haven't even been able to slice past the first matrix, and I've been at this for hours. I've ruined a dozen cards already.
I think I'm smarter than you,
But the good thing is we have
so...
a whole box of them, so you don't have to worry about running out anytime soon. Since Roland said you were cleared, you can use the computer freely. I'll be here if you have any questions.
Alright. Alright, let us try this. Which computer is it? This one? Yeah. Well, first we're gonna splice in. That's a lot. Apparently they just want you to do this one. I don't know if you actually can get enough computer spikes to do those, but if you can, that'd be pretty cool. A beautiful woman enters the room, followed by a much older man. As she walks farther into the room, he softly closes the door, pulls a blaster, and shoots her in the back. This must be some sort of secret recording of the Sunry murdering Alasa. Okay. So it looks like we do have recording of that happening. But we're gonna do some more searching. Maybe we'll find something in the Sith base as well. Decrypt Sith pass card. Alright. So now we just gotta do some more math, just like the one on Tatooine, I believe. 1, 2, 4, 7, 11, 16. So that's +1, that's +2, that's +3. That's +4, that's +4. So 16. Those are going backwards. 19. Looked like it. 21 to 18. 16 to 15 to 15 to 16. So I'm guessing it would go back up to 18. 1, 2, 4, 8, 16. 32, so that's just doubling. 64. 128, 64, 32, 2. 1, 32, 81, 64, 25. I'm not actually sure about this one. That it was accessing exponential matrix. I don't know, 3. Logarithmic. 10, 83, 32, 5, 128. I don't know, let's do 5. Alright, well, I guess that was wrong. We did 19. We did 18. 64. We did 2. I believe we did 3 for this one. I don't know if that's right or wrong. Let's try 6. Did 5. Let's do 7. Okay. Well, I guess I'm just gonna keep going until I brute force it. Okay, I must have been doing something wrong because I looked it up. So this is 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, which is 4, and 11 to 16, which is also 4. But apparently the answer is 22, which would be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That'll be 6. I don't necessarily know the pattern for that one. But we got this one right, which was 18. We got this one right, which was 64. We got this one right, which was 2. This one is actually 6. I'm not sure. I'm not a good math guy. And this one is 7. Alright. Whoopsies. I guess I wasted that. Alright, so now we can go talk to Roland, I believe.
Have you managed to retrieve the data from our droid in the Sith base?
No, I have
Time is
not.
a critical...
I thought you wanted me to talk to you about the code. You said to give it to you. I gotta talk to the technician?
Hey, great! You slice the encryption on
Okay,
those
there we
cards.
go.
They change the codes regularly, so you'll have to use it pretty soon or not at all.
Alright, so now we can get into... Get out of my way, Jolee. We can get into the Sith base, so I will see you in a second.
Hey, this street is for Sith only. You gotta pay a 20 credit toll to walk down this street.
This is a public street.
Hiding behind the Selkath laws. Typical Republic cowards.
I will destroy you and your entire family. Where is it? I believe it's this way. Alright. Let's see what happens.
I know you. You're the arbiter in the murder trial. Elassa was a friend of mine. If there's any justice in the galaxy, they'll feed Sunry to the Phyrexians. Shouldn't you be preparing for the trial? What are you doing here?
I want to ask you some questions.
You can ask, but I doubt you'll get many answers you'll like.
You know about the Sunry case?
I know he'd already be tried, convicted, and executed if the Selkath knew anything about justice. But the fish people are as weak as the Republic when it comes to such matters. Is there anything else?
Alright.
Go. Stay. Doesn't matter to me. If you want to, you can even wander up to the embassy gates. But don't expect to get inside. I know you. Shouldn't...
Yeah. You know me. I have this pass
If you
card.
have a pass, why are you...
Oh, well, okay. Thanks, buddy. Don't have to be so rude about it. Jeez. Sith is supposed to be evil, not, like, just passive-aggressive.
You there. I don't recognize you. How did you get in here?
I have a pass card.
Your pass card is out of date, and I don't
Oh,
recognize you at all.
no.
We'll get to the bottom of this. Commander Gran, report to the security...
Commander Gran, report to the security desk. Oh, no. HK, do something. Kill them all, please.
You authorized this person to enter. I don't know them, and their identification doesn't match up. They're spies.
What?
I'm literally wearing a Jedi robe.
Destroy them!
Okay. We'll go about this. I think... Stasis.
Yes.
Let's see what you got.
And now I am literally just decimating everything. Isn't it beautiful? That is essentially where I wanted to stop today, because I wanted to show you just how much more powerful I have become with this new weapon. So with that, next episode we will be going around this Sith base, fighting everybody inside, trying to get that droid thing back, and maybe finding some more evidence in the trial for Sunry, but we'll see exactly where that ends up. But for now, thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you all in the next one.